right, we're at Nashville Superspeedway. We're fixing to do the autocross and we gotta go.
Welcome to day one of the C10 Nationals in Nashville, Tennessee. But we're not starting there today. We're actually starting at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Having an issue with the dually, gotta get it fixed before we head to the show. So many of you may know that I replaced my Hydro Boost unit a couple of days before I left. Well, we're having an issue with that. So I've had a lot of bad luck lately with aftermarket parts. So listen to this. You ready? Hear that? Yep, my new Hydro Boost, well, it's a remanufactured unit, has an air leak. And when I was coming down the mountain, I started to get really sketched out because the steering started to get a lot tighter and the brakes weren't working as good. So this new Hydro Boost unit has to be replaced. So since I had a bad alternator that was new and I had a bad ignition coil that was new, kind of learned my lesson here that a lot of these aftermarket parts are not reliable. So I actually brought the old Hydro Boost unit with me just in case it failed. So now I got O'Reilly Auto Parts. They got one on order for me and they just got it this morning. So let's get this inside so we can get this thing swapped out. All right, Everett got me hooked up. So now we're gonna get to work on this thing. It feels like deja vu, man. I just did this. What's funny is I had a feeling this might happen. So I went ahead and just packed all the tools with me that I used to swap this out. Thank God I did. There she goes. Come on, get out of there. Well, if y'all want to watch this video where I show you how I did this, I'll drop a link in the card up above so you can check that out. All right, so now we got this all disconnected. Let's go ahead and make a big mess with these hoses. Really shouldn't be too bad. So next, there is a push rod in here. You gotta get this out, then you could swap them over. Yeah, buddy, getting on it. Sweet. All right, let's tighten down these fittings here and then fire this up. Okay. Nothing yet? Oh yeah. Okay. So that's great. That feels a lot better than what it did. Had to adjust the brake light and the reverse light, but testing the brakes now. Yeah. No hissing. Listen. Perfect. All right, let's make our way to the show. Welcome to the 2023 C10 Nationals in Nashville, Tennessee. We're at the Nashville Superspeedway, and I finally get a chance to walk around day one. I got here a little late because of the whole Hydro Boost incident, and then I've been walking around talking to all you fine people. It's so awesome to finally get to meet all you guys. Well, we're gonna start it out here in the kind of like the open parking area, just kind of walk around and check out some of these trucks and try to give you guys a layout for how this show goes down. So to kick it off, this truck might look familiar to you from our Southeastern Truck National show. This one actually took Best Dually, and you can quickly see why. The attention to detail is crazy, and the body work is just amazing. I mean, this whole truck came out phenomenal. This was actually in the indoor parking. Oh, here's a race truck. Love it. This truck was in the indoor parking at C10. Absolutely beautiful. It's cool to see it outside. So over here is kind of like the main drive where we came in through that tunnel. We've got our food court area over here. On the other side of that is going to be all of your vendors, your sponsors, all that stuff. Then we have show parking all over in this area over here. Hey, there's Chris Baker. There's also a swap meet. They have a swap meet over there. That's got some like pearl in it. That's nice. So yeah, swap meet is right over there. So this show has a little bit of everything, because straight down here we got autocross. Kind of see them ripping on the track over there. But we'll walk around here and just check out some of these trucks. I actually just ran into Albert. He's from South Florida, Miami area. We were just talking about how much it rained coming up here. Oh, I saw this one. Who was this? Give me a second, it'll come. Bigfoot C10, I think. Just got this truck. It's an original Dale Earnhardt shop truck, OG paint and everything. And he put on these welds. We got some drill and slotted rotors with disc brakes. OG. I would actually love to have this truck. This would be super cool. But yeah, I think it's Bigfoot C10 on Instagram. I think he just got this. Hell yeah. We got him parked down the middle over here. I think this guy's staying at our hotel. Just like a little bit of everything. This is gonna be like me walking around with ADD. Like, ooh, shiny object. Oh, those are those Corsards polished. Those look nice on an OBS. Keep making our way down here. Now this is actually a pretty big area. There's over 1,000 trucks here easily. Easily. There's a little bit of everything. You got lifted, you got lowered. You got new, you got old. I think they allow all years in. I'll have to double check that. This is pretty nasty. '87 Jimmy. Nice crew cab, short bed right here. You don't see too many of these. It's really clean. Digging that OG paint right there. Early 70s. I believe this is a Mexican C10. You don't see hardly any of these. Oh, they redid the interior. That's cool. I'm smelling some sweet patina over here. Must be this old 3100 with the old LS swap. It's probably just like, you know, a couple hundred horsepower there. Ooh, this one's hammered, dude. Got some nice bare brakes down there. That's old school shop lettering. I want to do that on my C10. I want to do some shop lettering for the Yeah Buddy Garage channel. Oh, look at that. GSI chassis. That's what's up. Super clean. Step side here. Oh, is this on a show shirt? Oh, this is a the Win This truck. Sweet. Hey, I seen this guy selling his truck. I don't know for how much, but I think he drives this thing like all over the place. Got some LS action in there. On some fuels. Interior's done. That'd be sweet, put a flatbed on that. Oh, that's sick, dude. Level 7 truck. Nice Blazer. So it's kind of like the main drive in from the tunnel. Just kind of walking around, seeing what we got going on here. This is a really killer color combo. My goodness. It's got some nice pearl in it. That's a sick clear coat on there, dude.
Thank you.
Let's see if you can see it, pick it up. That's nice, man.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Hey, check it out. They got some 3D. I've been using that stuff, man. It's really nice. All right, so we're gonna make our way to the track over here. As you can see, there's just trucks everywhere, but I wanna see these guys rip around. Now, Arnie promised me he was gonna take me around the track this weekend. I gotta link up with him and figure out time, probably tomorrow, so we can come out and take you guys on a ride around this track. I might pop over and see him real quick, because I would like to make that happen. Oh, yeah. Oh, we need, yeah, we do need bleachers. Yeah. Sweet, man. Go, Arnie. Yeah, buddy. Dude, I can literally watch that all day. Do some more walking around, see if we can bump into Arnie. Want to hop in that OBS and see what this is all about.
Come to the Nationals.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like it.
That's right. Hell yeah. So also you can do ride-alongs in these trucks. There's a team that travels the country that does these events. Drivers get seat time, and you get to feel the experience of ripping around a track. And you don't have to tear up your own truck. You can do it for free. Clean Tahoe right here. So it's the staging lanes for the autocross. It smells great over here. That's some really nice trucks over here too. Look at this freaking truck, dude. Just saw this guy rip around the track. Get your Finch on. So Finch, actually there's an app you can download and you can keep track of who's in first place. Brian Finch is in first place, and he's the guy that's built basically all these trucks right here. Got cab lights on this one right here. That's awesome. All right, let's go find Arnie. OBS Chevy Racing. And we just saw this one rip around the track. This is the truck I'm supposed to go for a ride in. Look at this thing, dude. What's up, bro?
What's up, buddy boy?
Man, I saw you ripping around the track there, dude.
Gotta represent OBS, baby.
That's right. Looking good.
Where's your sled at?
I'm over. I just got in front of the Summit trailer.
Nice.
So they put me up front there.
Of course you're up front.
I mean, I'll take it.
Man. You got the Indy special.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How's the show for you overall?
Pretty good, man. I just started walking around. Yeah. And the first thing I did was went down and check out the autocross.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
You got a lot of filming to do.
I do.
Have you gone out there?
Not yet.
All right, in a little bit, you and I are gonna go.
You wanna go today or tomorrow?
Right now.
Right now?
And the next, we're gonna go right now.
Let's go right now. All right. I mean, if you need to take a break, bro.
I don't ever need a break. First, okay? I don't ever need a break.
Dude, it's crazy how much room's in here.
Right?
Without the dash? Yeah.
All right, we're at Nashville Superspeedway. We're fixing to do the autocross, and we gotta go.
Oh shit, bro. Oh, that's fucking
you like
sick.
that?
That's better than any roller coaster, man.
And we weren't tethered or nothing.
No.
That's an example of autocross. The fun part is doing this on the track when we do a road course.
Yeah.
That'll be the next video.
Yeah. Oh shit, dude. All right, guys, Arnie just took me for a rip around the track. That was sick, dude. So I think he might have gotten me hooked on autocross.
Yeah! I did John, I got him hooked. I got him hooked.
Yes. So, I wanted to ride with Arnie not only because he's talented and all that stuff with driving,
thank you.
but also he's the man when it comes to making an OBS go fast.
Yeah, so here's our history. For over 10 years, we've been working on OBSs as far as we actually go to road courses and autocrosses. I've had the luckiness of being a NASA official, so I've been with NASA, who's an autocrossing and road coursing group for years.
Right.
So that's how we've developed all these components for OBSs. It's in the search of making this awesome OBS and then some. And there's nothing like pissing off the Porsche and Corvette guys on the road track with a pickup truck. So we have a couple of parts we want to show you.
Yeah,
I can show you some stuff on the table, and I can. Then we have a chassis.
Yeah.
If you just stay tuned, we got a chassis for you.
Let me flip this camera around. We'll check it out.
All right, so let's take a look at the table and see what kind of parts we have. Let's go with some stuff we've already developed. This is the third member part here. This part goes on a factory 10-bolt rear end. Usually there's a tap hole here, and we're gonna show it to you in the chassis, but this is part of the 3-link and basically the Panhard bar, okay? We use Beltec spindles because of the math that we get on these spindles for the wheels that we're gonna show you. Then we have the upper billet control arms. And again, we're gonna show it to you on the chassis how we control caster and camber. We've been able to isolate that. And then, never seen before, we just brought them to the show just to mess with you, are the lower billet control arms, and we can change the track with, and same thing with the caster. So we're gonna come back to that. Now, this has always been a hot seller. These are the frame braces. And everything I'm gonna show you is gonna present itself on this chassis. Let's go on this other table, look at some other parts that work with what we're doing. So the reason why we were able to take such a good ride, we got good seats and good seat belts, well, you need a good harness bar. So right here at OBS Chevy Racing, we have a harness bar we developed. This is where from the 95s, 94s and down, they got the speakers in the back. You take the speaker out, and there's a couple of bolts that go there, and then you can put your seatbelt that you need. As Josh saw, you need a seatbelt, right?
Yeah, you need a seatbelt.
All right, and then this is pretty cool stuff. Again, we're gonna show you this on the chassis. This unit is 4 pieces of billet. This is the perch where the axle sits. This is this main box where the U-bolts go, and then we can put the coilovers here, and that's the trailing arms. So we're gonna visit that in a minute on the chassis. Then we wanna make the truck lighter. We use an anti-gravity battery, and we can take 35 pounds off the front passenger side of the nose by putting this bracket system, then putting the anti-gravity battery, okay? We also have a gas tank that's not here, but maybe we'll put a picture in it, right now. And then, okay. So we make all these billet parts. This is the gas tank fill, and the pump goes right here, and the electrical goes right here. And then we got some kits. We're gonna explain this in the next second, where this kit takes place of the eccentric washers. That's the way your typical OBS gets aligned.
Right.
We've gotten away of all of that. So let's turn around and we're gonna look at this chassis right now.
I just want to ask you real quick, where are these manufactured?
These are all manufactured right here in Tennessee with these hands.
Nice.
We've been doing it for several years. We have our own CNC machines. 25 years of being in business. If you guys are watching this, to give me a little street credit, I own Tricky Air and Billet. We invented air suspension for motorcycles. So that got us our CNC machines. From the CNC machines, I've always been racing, developed these parts. So that everything manufactured here is done in the United States, in Tennessee.
Nice.
Matter of fact, it's Henderson, Tennessee.
There you go.
We're gonna talk about the coilover conversion. So here's what we do. There's other companies that don't have it cut out. We know to get a 12-inch spring inside there, you got to do it right. You got to cut the pocket out. We supply you with the ring, it gets welded, and now we can go ahead and put any kind of spring rate that we want. It doesn't matter if you're doing a lower truck on 22s, it doesn't matter if we're doing a street race truck on a set of 18s. Let's come back to the control arm. The billet control arm, what we've done is we've isolated camber and caster. Now this truck right here, these 3 points is exactly how your factory control arm is, but we fixed some ball joint angles that helps out with the steering. So I can simply just remove this bolt out, take this little guy out, and take from my pocket another one that's shorter or longer, and basically change my camber. Now the caster, it has to do with how the spindle is in line. With race cars, it's nice to put the caster back, and so we do that with these spacers right here, and we'll look at the race truck and get that picture. So some guys have done where everyone's on a budget, right? They can't really just fork out $5,500 for this whole entire kit. Well, these things are $795 with the ball joint and everything there, and you can still run it with your stock coil setup and your lowered spindles. So we'll work with you on that kind of stuff. Now on the rear part of this vehicle, we got the factory 10-bolt. This factory 10-bolt, remember that billet piece that I showed you? Well, over here it's just painted. It bolts right onto the rear end. This is the mount for the Panhard bar, which goes to the chassis. This is also the upper 3-link. That 3-link helps the rear end not turn and keeps it stable. Now we also have trailing arms. So you are correct. We have removed the leaf springs off this truck, and everything is 100% bolt on. The C notches bolt on. The upper brackets for the coilovers are bolt on. The frame braces are bolt on. And then later we'll show you, we have a gas tank option right here. And then if you didn't want the 3-link, let's say you're a drag race, you want a 4-link, well, on the other side of this bolt is another hole to make the 4-link as long as you go with the gas tank option.
Nice.
So this particular chassis, as we go down, it's been boxed. We also have boxing plates, and that adds rigidity to the chassis. So there's 4 pieces. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and they can be welded onto a factory chassis. So you don't have to buy an aftermarket chassis.
Right.
You can just go ahead and buy this stuff, and whatever help you need, you can reach us out or reach out to us at www.obschevyracing.com or give us a call. But this chassis, I'll give you a big one. When we were developing this, we're like, we want to put 315s in the back. Well, we were able to do 315s on all 4 corners.
Looking at that too.
Right? That's a massive footprint, okay?
It's huge, man.
So let's see if we took a truck and put the body on it. You got this guy right here. So this is one of our customers that just finished one of their OBSs, and we brought it here to the track and we ran it on the road course. And he says, Arnie, I need seats. I almost kissed you at the last corner, and we need seats. So this is the exact same thing as the chassis, minus his is not boxed, but everything's been bolted on, the whole entire coilover system, and this guy couldn't be any happier. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight on what OBS Chevy Racing does and our chassis and our performance parts that you too can bolt onto your chassis. All right, high five.
Been spending some time in the pits here. That's where where we just went on the track. There's Arnie's booth right there. And met up with these guys, Davo Customs. Actually just got a t-shirt from them. Appreciate it, fellas. But they got all these trucks over here. He was working on this 68 C10 right here, or 69 to 72. He's got this Cummins swapped dually here, and they got this freaking square body dually over here. And then he's got this first gen C10 over here. I mean, they got some really cool stuff. Smoking ribs. Look at this setup, man. That is what's up. Also, one of the guys has this truck over here. QA1 suspension, LSA ported. My goodness. GoPro. That's super cool. Super, super cool. Dang, look at this freaking Blazer. That is nice.
So that's another reason.
Oh yeah, and I met this guy too. Love this color, man. It's got some transits on it, and it's for sale. He said he might have a buyer. Guy's trying to find a Wells Fargo. Super cool. Man, there's just so many trucks to look at. So I think over here they're getting set up for drag racing. Yep, Friday night drag racing. They got the tree set up down there. This would be cool. Man, this is a super clean square body here. Got some metal flake in the paint. Very straight. Little 77 action here. Man, there's just so many trucks to look at. Nice. Okay. We got the two-faced Silverado. So this is the back. And that's the front. How freaky is this, man? Oh, that's cool. They got it like a connected right there with some rubber stuff. They even got keys in the ignition on this side. That's cool. Special edition. Nice long bed right here. It's got some really clean trucks over here, but this one actually caught my eye. 2500 Duramax, GMC Sierra. Super, super clean. I wonder what kind of miles is on this thing. It looks like no miles. Golly, look at that. Nice. It's like pristine, dude. Oh, another nice 77. I love that light blue and white. Man, the paint work on this is nuts. Shoot. Specs on it if you're interested. Pause the video, check it out. TMI interior. Ooh, I like those door panels there. Might do that on my 88. Heading back to the dually. So I actually walked by this truck earlier. This is Ballard's C10. Buddy's on the Instagram, and she just got this truck put back together. Doing that retro pink and blue craziness. She did the speckle paint on the interior. I don't know if you can see that. Painted them US mags. Normally that is a gray face, but she did teal. Very cool. Oh, Dave covered up his truck. That was the truck that I took a ride in at C10, but we're gonna probably meet up with him tomorrow. Check that thing out, because it is a freaking gnarly truck. This is Scott Mason's fresh build for CK Mag. This is a very cool truck. Original paint, 86, 87. Look at this engine bay. Very sanitary. It's beautiful. No limit chassis. I mean, it's got all the workings. Let's see what kind of wheels we got. Wheelwood brakes, BC forged wheels. You did it right on this one. I think there's... Oh, I noticed there was just the fuel door, the fuel trap door in the bed. Very cool. And then you got the old dually over there next to Summit Racing and GM Performance. And a square body booth. They actually got me that spot, which was awesome. You guys doing good today?
Yeah, doing good.
Yo, I made it back.
About time.
Yeah. Ooh, sweet Tina. I gotta talk to the owner of this truck. So he lives really, really close to me in Ocala. He brought this truck to my show, the GM Sunshine Showdown. It was one of the first shows he took it to. And my goodness, I love this truck. And he did agree to do a walk around with me. So hopefully I'll be able to get that for you guys tomorrow. Hanging out in the vendor area right now, we got Chris. Nope, hanging out in the vendor area right now, we got Rick and Sarah breaking down because we're gonna go out and grab some dinner. And I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit, kind of just take it in, meet up with some of these vendors and make my plan for tomorrow, because I'm gonna be walking around this area more tomorrow, and then we're gonna see more trucks. They also have drag racing going down in a little bit, so maybe I'll get some shots of that. I don't know. We got to see how the night goes. Hung out long enough to catch some drag racing, so let's see what these trucks are doing today. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Dang. Where's the other guy? Well, you couldn't really see anything, but it's always cool to see these old trucks ripping around the track. So I'm leaving the Speedway now, gonna go grab some dinner and call it a night. Back at the hotel, we grabbed some food and hung out for a little bit, but I gotta get to editing this video. So that's gonna do it for me on this one. I really appreciate you guys hanging around. I'll see you guys in the next video, probably tomorrow.